Welcome back to Football Daily Weekly, where we're talking about Champions League.
Well, it's the Champions League preview show, Laurence.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we're talking about it.
Yeah, bang on.
God, I'm so nervous when I sit next to you.
Pardon?
It's Patrick.
Believe you me, the feeling is mutual.
Patrick, back on the show, back from Europe. Good to have you.
Back from Europe?
Yeah.
I've been travelling.
Well, in the UK.
Have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've just stayed
Technically
in the
Europe,
UK.
mate.
Well, that's it. Well, not if, you know.
Ask your MEP. And of course, Joe. Good to have
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We're talking about Tuesday, first of all, and some good matches on Tuesday. Within Barcelona's group, which are obviously top on 10 points, just behind them on 5, not just, is Roma. Roma really do need some points here because otherwise everyone else is going to catch them up.
I think so, yeah. And I think they've probably conceded the fact that the first Barcelona are going to win this group.
Yeah, well, we expected that, didn't we, going in? But I think Roma haven't been too bad in Serie A. It's very open Serie A this season.
Suffered with some injuries.
They have Jovino and Salah still doing a little bit of business there, scoring goals.
And Dzeko as well up top.
Pjanic, fantastic player, obviously. 6 goals, 5 assists this season. So I think he's a key man.
Dzeko and Pjanic are now out of the Euros, you know.
Yeah,
that'll help them.
Yeah, maybe might actually dent their confidence. All jokes aside, but then you look at Pjanic up against Busquets in the form he's in. So
can we also say though, Barcelona look imperious against Real Madrid? You sort of worry what they're going to do to another team.
Yeah, I think this will be.
I think I can't see anything else but Barcelona.
No, neither can I.
Which
It is at the new camp, yeah.
That actually makes that group quite interesting though, doesn't it? Because if you then go take a look,
the second place goes up for grabs.
Yeah, second place instantly comes up for grabs because obviously you got Leverkusen just find them now on 4 points.
Yeah.
Even Bate Borisov could end up qualifying if they do well.
Oh my God, imagine.
Yeah.
So I would say possibly. I mean, you can't see Suarez and Neymar not scoring almost. Do you know what I mean? Between them, it's crazy to say. That,
you say that, but then I'm watching the games and you watch and it happens, and then you go, oh yeah.
Oh, you missed that one.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've got to go for 4-1 Barcelona.
4-1.
4-1 Barcelona.
Wow.
They scored one more than Real Madrid did.
Well, mathematically, yes.
Yeah.
But it'd be a similar psychological event.
Yeah, interesting. What are you saying on that one, Joe?
I'll go 2-0. 2-0 to Barcelona. Roma a bit defensively stronger than Madrid.
Yeah, it's a good point, yeah. I'll probably go 2-0 Barcelona as well. Okay. With a goal, just 2 goals from Suarez, and that's it.
Yeah, and then autopilot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, Arsenal got something to prove, haven't they, against Zagreb?
Good luck with that one. Obviously Arsenal, yeah. What's going on there? This is a must-win.
Have to win.
Well, they've got to win all their
games
now, isn't it? Like they've got their last few games they've got to win.
Could do with a bounce back after the West Brom result as well.
They were unlucky there a bit.
They were. I mean,
should have done better against
They should have, yeah.
But they, obviously against Zagreb, who are bottom of the group, however, only on goal difference, really.
And Coquelin out for up to 3 months. So
you sort of worry how that's going to affect the midfield shape, don't you?
Yeah,
because I mean, really, only
Arteta.
Arteta coming in, but then alongside his countryman of Cazorla. So what's going to happen there?
I think they'll be okay against Zagreb.
I think they'll be okay. Enough. I think it'll be interesting. I think they could really do with a crowd behind them at the Emirates.
They could
going off the back of an away loss like that. You can see if there's not much progression in the first 25 minutes. A bit of a restless crowd.
Yeah,
and you can sort of, I think they could do an early goal.
Yeah, from Giroud.
This is made for Giroud, isn't it? This time, I think so.
Yeah, pretty much. You want to see Arsenal basically going out and saying all the games that they can win now. Yeah, they have to win those. Yeah. But also making sure that basically they don't tire themselves out and then end up losing out in the league.
Yeah.
You know, that's the problem. They should be more balanced.
I think the temperature from the Arsenal fans is they actually would rather finish 4th or 2nd. They just want to avoid that Europa League spot, don't they? Yeah. Because they'd rather, if they're out, they want to go out so they can concentrate on the
I agree.
Patrick, what are you going to say score-wise?
Score-wise, I'm going to go for 2-0 Arsenal.
I'll go 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll obviously move on to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Now,
the comeback starts here.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that, because obviously they're away in Israel.
Because we had Sam Matafate on last week, and he mentioned that actually the performances have improved a lot over the last few weeks. You saw that again with Norwich. It was so important to get those 3 points. They still look a bit vulnerable at the back. Redmond and Norwich did have some chances, but it had to be Diego Costa to score because, I mean, he was vital that he kind of gets back. He went 6 games, I think, his worst run in a Chelsea shirt. Yeah. Against Maccabi, they beat them.
I don't think I'd want to travel out to Israel at the moment. I've seen a lot of stuff about security issues around the stadium. Shelling just a few miles away from the stadium and stuff. Did you see Gary Cahill's interview saying he didn't want to play out there?
The thing is, you sort of think you will be almost safe from that you would hope you'd be safe from that because they don't want to drag other countries into that.
Yeah.
And that really would be a terrible.
You don't think it will play on the Chelsea minds?
I think it's Israel has traditionally been a very difficult place to go anyway. But I don't think
I don't
think it will affect the result. I think so. I think Chelsea will. They've got enough. Listen, they've got enough to get past Maccabi. I don't think it'll be a spectacular win, but I think it'll be maybe something like 3-1.
3-1
or 2-1.
I'll go 1-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'll go 2-1 to Chelsea.
And also, this pattern of fixtures, slightly kind fixtures that Chelsea have, that are basically going to determine. Mourinho he's got the backing if he's got to get through these fixtures. The problem for them is they've got Tottenham at the weekend, who is probably the last team you'd want to play at the moment in the Premier League.
Such a weird starting.
And the other thing is, from Chelsea's perspective, it's such a derby. It's probably the tie they want to win the most. Chelsea fans out of anyone. And I can't remember a time Chelsea have gone into a tie as such an underdog in this particular game. So we'll see what state they are in on Tuesday night.
Yeah, let's talk about Wednesday night though. Shakhtar versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid obviously coming off the back of this. Most people would say this is a chance for them to make a statement, but you think the politics at the club are sort of consuming it right now, which leaves Shakhtar with an open door to be able to actually do something here.
Do you think
must win for Benitez.
It's must win for Benitez. Do you think actually it's a good timing, this tie for Benitez? A European tie, he can go and set up, he can be tactical, he can be defensive.
I don't know about that. I actually think if you look at the way that the group's set up, obviously they're 3 points ahead of PSG right now.
Yeah.
But they really want to secure
kind of
this.
They can get a point. You see what I mean? And there's just a point. Okay, it's not going to make the questions go away, but perhaps it's like Benitez can go away in Europe and do what he does best.
Well, the good thing for him is, I suppose I see what you're saying. The good thing for him is they're almost more or less guaranteed to get at least second place within this group, so they can relax a little bit. There's not as much pressure. The bad thing for them is it is away from home.
Yeah, in Ukraine as well, and it's
although that might actually be a good thing right now.
To get out of the Bernabeu.
To get out of Bernabeu might be a good thing. They can. Benitez.
That's why I think it's probably Benitez. He'd probably actually relish in this tie and just go away.
Yeah,
do what Benitez does.
Isco obviously going to probably be dropped after his.
That was so cynical.
Yeah, after his.
That was so unprofessional.
But I think he'll probably be dropped. Casemiro will come back into the team, slightly more defensive structure. But I fancy Ronaldo to get a goal.
Predict me this one.
1-0 Shakhtar, 1 Real Madrid, 1. Yeah.
I think 2.
What do you want me to say?
2-0 to Madrid.
9-0.
Yeah, or there'll be an asteroid shower on the pitch. It's a bit morbid. If I want to predict 1-1, I'll say 1-1.
Yeah, no,
what? It's about time to put my foot down here. All
right.
I'll go 2-0 to Madrid.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'll say 2-0 to Madrid as well. I'm going to say 2-1. Yeah. My worry is that the players just aren't going to do what Rafa wants.
I think he'll go defensive against them away in Europe.
Yeah, although
Right, okay, Rafa. Yeah, right. Now what we're actually going to do?
Yeah. Ronaldo sort of turns to them and go. Anyway. Remember that attacking thing I spoke to you about that worked so well against Barcelona?
Yeah.
Speaking of will they play attacking, will they play defensive? Manchester United against Eindhoven.
It's not a must-win for United, but you think that they would like to win, continue topping the group, and
they'll then definitely qualify and top the group at that point, won't they? Because they'll be mathematically too far ahead.
I think so. Yeah.
Similarly, I think similarly to the Arsenal game, actually, weirdly, I actually think the crowd has a part to play here. It'd be really good to sort of get Old Trafford behind them for this sort of time.
Points-wise, though.
They're in a different situation, absolutely, but it's also a game that they're expected to win, and if nothing happens for a while, then a stadium like that can get restless.
I think Van Gaal would like some revenge as well for the trip over there when
and Depay as well. I mean, it's almost set up for them now.
He scored in the first one, didn't he? And very nice goal. I didn't remember, but then obviously Luke Shaw broke his leg. I think they'll like a bit of revenge here, United. I don't think it's going to be a big scoring game. It never is under Van Gaal. Likes just defensive structure.
Let's predict that Manchester United.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Manchester United.
I'll go...
Is that saucy enough for you?
It is now.
I'll go 1-0 Man United.
Really? I'll go 1-1.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of tatting at Stretford End.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
My new favourite stadium, Old Trafford.
Really?
Lovely.
Brave man. Beautiful.
I went there. I was watching a match there for the first time for the charity UNICEF match. Lovely stadium. Great place to watch football. Yeah. Everyone else needs to up their game to reach that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Theatre of dreams. thinking about my dreams, Juventus versus Man City.
I'm not sure about these
They're all
segues are
naked
working
on the
for me
pitch.
anymore. Honest, mate.
But Juventus Man City, what are we saying?
Well, I mean, Manchester
Two
City.
giants.
Tough one to call. It's really tough.
Yeah, they beat them when they weren't playing well, and it was almost like a holiday for them from their Serie A.
Yeah.
Now Juventus are playing well, and Manchester City are playing worse.
Tables have turned.
Well, the tables have turned, but you're still going to get the same result. Is my point.
Really?
but because like, Juventus, if they can beat them away when they're playing badly. What are they going to do at home when Manchester City are playing badly?
But then City not a bit off colour and then went to Sevilla, didn't they? And spanked them in Sevilla. And Sevilla are a very strong team.
They might want revenge.
I don't think Sevilla are as good as Juventus.
Really?
I don't know, mate.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, not on
They've
current
not been
form,
great
but
this
the players
season.
got. But
I know Juventus have won the last few, but they were pretty diabolical at the start of the season.
They were, yeah. But they got 3 on the bounce now, and I think for this one, Manchester City. I mean, they're going to have to sort of tighten up at the back.
I think
drastically.
I bet Otamendi will come back in.
Yeah, you can bet your bottom.
But you do also
bits.
think You do also think that obviously tactically how the two line up. Obviously, if they bring Otamendi back in, you imagine that Sanya won't have a very similar game to the one that he just had. You imagine in central midfield, we'll probably see Yaya paired up with another defensive midfielder, and we'll see Aguero start. Well, that would probably be the hope. But you wonder why he didn't start him on the weekend. And then up front, you'd say obviously Aguero was being saved for this game. They had half an eye on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's look what Aguero can do when he's half fit. It was an amazing goal.
Yeah.
And he didn't look fit taking the chance either.
No.
But it was a fantastic goal.
Yeah. So what are we saying for this one? Because and then obviously Juventus have their own squad problems. Looking at the way that they're playing right now,
I think 2-2. I think Manchester City. I think even Manchester City when they tighten up. I think the key point you made, Fernandinho. I'd be very surprised they don't start. I still don't see them keeping out Juventus. So I think that's why. Hence 2-2.
I'll go 1-0.
I think Pogba will score. I've seen enough for the week against AC Milan.
I'll go 1-0.
So I want to see pace going at that Juventus back line. I think it'll be 2-1 to City.
Wow.
And I think Sterling will get one of the goals, and I think Aguero will score the other.
Okay, nice. Well, we shall see, yeah.
In the 85th minute. Yeah, good. Well, let us know your predictions in the comments below. It's been lovely to have you, Patrick.
Cheers, thanks very much.
And of course, you as well, Joe.
No worries.
It's been good to have you guys too. See you again real soon. All day.